Okay, we survived day 2 of scuba school and we made it to day 3, and today is our final day. We started off with a little bit of theory in the morning because today we have 2 ocean dives. Previously, we've always started off with theory and then done a pool session before we did 1 ocean dive. So day 3 is really exciting because there's 2 of them back to back. Also, this was by far my favorite theory session. We got to learn how to use a compass underwater, and I'll be so honest with you, I didn't actually know how to use a compass properly before this, but now I'm actually really proud of myself for learning. So we set up our gear and then it was time to head to the boat. We were pretty nervous about the dive going into today after how yesterday went, but we knew that we had done all of the skills and stuff, and today was going to be a little bit easier. I actually don't know what I would have done if I didn't have Jimmy as my instructor and Fran as my dive buddy this whole course. They have made this entire week just so special, and I felt really confident going into this session. Even though I was nervous and anxious after how yesterday went, I was confident because I knew that I could trust these 2, and I had nothing to worry about because the dive went amazing. Both Fran and I were really stoked with how it went, and we felt so much more confident and ready for our second dive of the day. But before we could get to that, we had to do the final written test. This whole week in the evenings after I finished all of my diving for the day, I've been heading home and doing a lot of study. Each night there was multiple chapters to get through, all about emergency things, safety things, marine life, all sorts of stuff, and you have to do little quizzes at the end of each one. Once you've gotten through day 1 and day 2 plus all of the coursework, then it's time for you to actually sit your final test, and you have to do this in written paper form. So we set up our gear for the next dive, and then we went to go grab some lunch and get our test done. Both Fran and I did so well, we passed immediately. So after that, it was time to grab our gear again, jump back on the boat and go for our last final dive. Now this one was super special, not only because once it's completed it means we're certified, but we also had a photographer join us, and these are some of the snaps from the day. I was actually so stoked with the photos, but I'm most proud of the ones of me taking off my mask because that was my final skill I had to complete, and it's really, really frightening. We could not wipe the smile off our faces as we came back from our final dive and logged all the details to see that we had finally passed our course.